we'll see how that goes. And they're off.
Good. So some really nice clean starts in this division. First few strokes, super important. We're just trying to get the speed on the boat, not do too much, just get that boat moving. And then as you come onto the bridge, you really want to be at absolute full speed. So as we get into the higher divisions, a lot of the crews are much closer in speed differential, so the bumps often happen a little bit later down the course. Although that said, it does look like New College is gaining quite rapidly on Hertford M1. So hopefully the Hertford Cox is going to concede reasonably soon, and then they can carry on with their race and maintain their rhythm. Actually, it does look like Hertford may actually be holding New. No, that is a concession. So they just need to now carry on and row their race.
Yeah, and unfortunately that is spoons for Hertford. They haven't had the best summer torpids, but hopefully they'll still be hungry to row again next year. And we got some interesting rowing going on at the top of the division. Who's at the top? Univ are closing in on Magdalen and taking quite a wide line.
Yeah, so Merton are going to be pursuing both of those crews very aggressively. They are on for blades, I believe, and they are desperate to get up into those higher divisions next year. They've been on a campaign for the past few years to really try and push up into men's one. They've climbed much of the way through men's two, but it does look like Queens are starting to get caught up in St John's. And it also looks like Univ have closed very hard on Magdalen down to just really a few feet. So this is when the Coxes need to keep their nerve, make sure that their crews keep their rhythm and keep it nice and relaxed.
Yeah, it looks like the Univ crew are really relaxed actually, and they're holding a nice line out of the gut there. They're just slightly more tucked in out of the stream. Not that there's a massive amount of stream, but they're just looking a bit tidier. That being said, the angles... Oh, who stopped there?
So that looks like Merton has stopped, which means that they... Oh, is that Merton? That potentially could be Merton. And it looks like Hertford are just coming out of the gut. So at this point, all the crews are going to be on the top stretch and really just chasing down those crews in front where it's a lot straighter up on the top.
And we see some celebrations from a crew there. They looked to have red blades, so I don't know who that was.
I believe it is Merton with the maroon, with the white stripe down the side in the white Felipe. Hertford looking strong as they come down their boathouse. Nice rhythm in that crew. Just a little bit unfortunate this year that they've not had the returners to kind of help bolster their senior rowers. So up at the top of the division, University College still pushing Magdalen hard, but Magdalen still holding in a very relaxed looking rhythm. Actually, looks like we're probably about a quarter of a boat length off. So this is when it gets difficult for Univ because the water starts to get a little bit more choppy the closer they get to that Magdalen crew.
And you can see the Cox there really egging on the Magdalen crew. He's very calm, but he's very determined looking. And they seem to have opened up a bit of a gap, actually. That's quite an impressive push from Magdalen. And also I saw on the camera that Merton are still racing, so I don't think they have bumped out. We will see in a couple of seconds, I'm sure.
We shall soon see. I think Univ, if they're going to go for this bump, they do need to go now. Magdalen have held them much of the way, and I think they have put that push in, and I think they are trying to break them at this point. They have just taken that rate up a couple of pips, and they are closing down quite aggressively, and the Cox is steering for that the rigger. So where the oar pivots in the rigger is where those Coxes are aiming for. Now, so Merton is still racing, so they are going to be chasing both of those crews down hard. I guess their hope is that Univ will get Magdalen in a tangle, and then they can go and take the bump, although they do need to be careful to not get stuck at the back of a nasty 3-boat sandwich and miss out.
Yeah, they're running out of river, unfortunately. That will be so painful for them. They were really hoping to get blades, and that's a long row. It looks like Magdalen have crossed the line, followed by Univ, and Merton about to cross the line, not having achieved the bump. So that's a bit of a shame for them. Following them is St John's.
Yeah, that does look like St John's. Then followed by LMH. So it does look like Queens have bumped out and possibly were the crew in the gut. So they will be very happy. LMH just kind of taking it down a touch. And then at the back of the division, we have Hertford coming up, looking relaxed, in a nice strong rhythm. They have rode well this week, given where they are as a club. Oh, no, maybe it is they are being chased quite hard by Corpus. So they may actually be holding off Corpus just that little bit longer. Which is good. And that will then mean that Corpus are going to row over.
I believe Corpus have been bumped by Mansfield. That might have been the crew celebrating in the gut. So, I think Mansfield, as the sandwich boat, caught Corpus, meaning that they have moved into Division 2. But yeah, Corpus still giving chase right to the line on Hertford, and not quite enough water for them, but they did make up that gap that New College left. So evidently they do have some boat pace on them.